What's up, guys? This is Zoo with SmashGG. We are going to talk with Alex Jebailey today, president of CEO. Did I do that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you are also the FGC manager of Dreamhack. Is that correct?
That is correct. FGC Director and TO, as we like to call it.
Dude, awesome. So, you know, I've known you for a while, but I actually don't know much about kind of your history. How'd you get into like running tournaments as like a TO, and like how long ago did that start as well?
First year I did it, just did it for the the community to have a good time. Now I'm getting sponsored by every major developer. I've worked with Nintendo, Capcom, Warner Brothers and NetherRealm on Mortal Kombat. I worked for Killer Instinct. So many things happened to me, and I'm still a TO now. I went through some changes, had an amazing job at Iron Galaxy representing KI and those communities, and then now I went into an esports startup that didn't work out, and now I just focus solely on CEO. As soon as I said I was open to consult and do other events, Dreamhack hit me up and goes, "Hey, we loved when you helped out with Gaming Generations and Pokken last year. Would you like to head up all our stuff and start coordinating, getting the local communities, because they want to build each local community to their 3 American events." And now I TO for a living, man, and I love it. It's been a struggle working for myself. I don't have that steady paycheck coming in, but the happiness that I've achieved in my life, all the stuff I can do right now, travel at any moment, have more meetings with bigger companies, is just an amazing feeling. And I love organizing events for the sole purpose of seeing people have a good time.
What's it kind of like, let's say like a brief yearly breakdown of doing like an event like CEO?
As a TO myself, my duties are, promoting the event is my biggest thing, but word of mouth is the biggest, is the most powerful thing in the world. If I provide a good event with a good time, people that go are going to tell one friend, and they're going to tell another friend, and it grows from there. So I've always had a gift of being able to shamelessly promote. So a lot of promotion. I'm the one who has to deal with getting the hotel contract signed. I have to help pick out the staff, the commentary, which I have more people help me do that now. The staffing, I have to update the website with the information for artist alleys. If you want to partner with the event, you talk to me. I do sponsorships. A lot of organizing goes into it. There's a lot of micromanaging now. It's really hard to put it all in just one document, what you need. But at the end of the day, you just need a strong team now, because these events have gotten too big for any 1 to 10 people to run. You need to have a great volunteer system and people that are passionate about running it, and focusing on I've always liked to go with the spectacle and make a ring at CEO, CEO Taku, make it look like an anime bedroom, stuff like that. So I kind of change it up from just a tournament. I like to call my thing an event experience, and a lot of people ask me for advice, like, "Hey, I want to create a huge event on my first go." I'm like, word of advice, you got to start slow, build up to it. Like, well, how do I promote my tournament? Don't promote as a tournament, promote as an event experience.
So with the brackets in particular, how did you guys go about that, and has that process changed at all since switching to SmashGG?
Actually, I used Eventbrite for 2 years, and Eventbrite was charging like 15% in fees. Mm-hmm. And to me back then, I was like, man, this has everything organized. It's worth it. I have all the information I need, because I didn't understand how to just do that stuff myself through Google Docs. I used Eventbrite because of the promotional purposes too. They had a really good, easy way to pass out to social media. So then I switched to Challenge. Max has these automated programs he uses. It's like a line of code, and then it helps make sure there's no time situations where somebody has a conflict or anything like that. And you guys came around, and you guys have made everything so much easier. And it's not just about the brackets you guys have done. I'm trying to, upsell you guys. Thank you for the hoodie, by the way. It was amazing, because you guys have like an all-in-one system that cannot be beat right now, right? You have passionate people. For one, most importantly, if I have a question on setting up a bracket, or when I was first use SmashGG, I was one of the first FGC events to use it, major events to use it, and I had question on question, and you guys walked me through every step of the way. So one, customer service is hands down why you guys are what I think is the best in the industry right now, because now I have Bear. I just if I'm on Twitter from driving and hey, I'm having a problem with SmashGG, I'm just Bear, handle it, and he handles it, and I'm like, wow, because I would be literally for the last 2 weeks leading up into registration, I would sit in front of my computer 2-3 years ago. What's cool about you guys, you've listened to feedback. When I first worked with you guys, I was the one you need to have your thing embeddable. I was the first event that used your embedded registration. That worked out. So a lot of little things that you guys just keep improving. And I've actually been reached out to by other bracket online websites hey, what will it take to get you back on board with us? And I'm like, here's this that SmashGG does. Can you do that? We'll get back to you. I'm like, all right. So and just the fact what's been a problem leading up to the last 2 years was there was no one centralized system to have everyone's information ready to go, or have someone sign up for one event and then go sign up for another and still have their past stuff. Smash GG now does that, right? So especially for the Smash side, like everybody who registers for CEO has been to another Smash event and all their information's there.
You know, one thing that we've also been working on is also helping you guys get some revenue. So I know for CEO, you guys are doing like quite a few things. You guys are doing like contributor badges and also like registration with like shop items and stuff like that, right?
Yep. So yeah, the contributor badge has been a big success. I'd say about 60 to 70% of people that register will pay this additional $10 for us to produce badges with their names actually on them. So quality badges, not we're just going to throw a sticker with your name on it. It's a quality badge. Beauty of it is for people that are paying this, they're also paying for a quality experience picking it up. Or they're going to have their own private line, so it's much quicker. Because man, CEO last year, you know, a couple years ago, getting badges in, checking people in wasn't that bad at all. But last year, like Thursday at like 4 p.m., it was a massive line, and I was just like, where are all these people coming from a day early? So it's really helped with that. Little things like that, you know, having the shirts. Now you guys fulfill these orders for TOs. Like I would always be the one placing the order for badges, banners, using Gaming Generations, one of the best equipment providers in the FGC. And then now it's like, I can just have you guys handle all of it. That's another thing I don't have to worry about ordering, stuff like that. So just so many things Smash GG just keeps building up that, you know, I think it's getting into the business of we deserve to be making money from this. There used to be a debate 4 or 5 years ago like TOs don't deserve to make a penny. Not true. I get less than minimum wage for the 24/7 job I do for this event, right? So as long as you give something back to the people and you're not just charging them money for that sake of charging them money, they'll support it, and if they don't like it, they don't have to buy it. So it's been working to everyone's favor that we're all kind of changing up the game and providing more for attendees.
So what's it kind of like logistically, like with planning and kind of coordinating all these events over the year? Because I imagine like having to scale from 1 to 3 different events might be kind of challenging, or do you find that like a lot of like the planning and like the things that you kind of do for one event also overlaps with another?
Logistically, it is a bigger challenge because now I got 3 events to plan for. I have 3 major contracts. I have to fill up hotel rooms 3 times a year now. You know, back when I started CEO 2010, the hotel was all about, can you fill this hotel up? And I'm like, well, can you give me something small to start? And we barely hit the quota. Now CEO is selling out 3-4 months in advance. So it took a lot of growth, but with, you know, now that I announced a brand new convention, a 3-day event, it blows up. People are going to expect Dreamland to be a kick-ass event from the get-go, right? Budget-wise, it's a lot harder because now I have to tell sponsors I have 3 events. You know, which one would you like to be a part of, or could you do all 3? Because a lot of sponsors appreciate having more of a partnership throughout the year than just, you know, here's money, let's support your event for 3 days, and then after that we'll hear from you next year when your next event's being planned. But now that I can turn CEO into a bigger branding opportunity across the whole year, it's been working out a little bit better actually. And it's just, you know, now if I had another full-time job still, I would not be able to do 3 events a year. It'd be way too much. I wouldn't sleep at all. Now that I have the time to focus on, it's a lot easier. But in the end, it's just doing the same thing, but more than once a year, and I love doing it, and I love that feeling of the events this weekend. I'm not going to sleep. I'm ready to go, make sure everyone has a good time.
So I think that covers a lot of your history and the events that you've done. What's kind of, or I guess, is there like a sneak peek for Jebailey or CEO 2018 or Dreamhack going forward?
So Dreamhack, you know, after this video is out, whenever it comes out, we'll have just announced that we're doing we're calling them just the Smash Championship, Dreamhack Championships, where each of the USA events will now add Smash 4 for the first time. They only did Melee in the past in America. So now each event I'll be helping take charge. We'll have Smash 4 and Melee. Each event at Austin, Denver, and Atlanta will have $10,000 guaranteed prize pot. All you do is, you know, pay for your entrance into Dreamhack itself, buying a ticket, and then you can enter whatever of the tournaments of the fighting games you want. So you don't have to pay additional to enter that, and we're already going to provide a $10,000 pot to both Smash games. So each game will get $10K, which I think is really great. I actually got, you know, convinced them, let's go on from just registration through the site directly with a Google Doc to using Smash GG, because Smash GG is great at promoting. You know, I registered for this event, go straight to Twitter, and people go, hey, let me check it out. And you guys have been growing your social media presence, which is very helpful because you promote the events as well, just as much as the TOs do. And with CEO, you know, this year we're at the Wyndham one more year. But I am going all out for 2018. I am literally growing CEO in like 10 times in size minimum. I'm moving cities to Daytona, I've talked about. I'll have a lot more details on the amazing hotel I got an amazing deal with for everyone right next to the venue. So it's next door to this 200,000 square foot convention center with a 9,000 seat arena. I'll leave it at that. Just imagine what, if the support's there, what I'll be able to do with that much space compared to the, 60,000 total square feet and 4 ballrooms I have here at the current CEO venue. So I'm really excited for that, man. Like, I get excited just thinking about it. I mean, I hate to admit it, but I love doing this. I love going bigger and better every year, and I'm really focused on this year making CEO the best experience I can at this venue. And then as soon as that's done, man, rapid fire everything I got planned for Daytona Beach in 2018.
Dude, how much bigger is the ring gonna be?
I actually was considering 2 rings this year.
I
know, right? Like a War Games. And I actually talked to the wrestling company that I rented from, like, hey, you know what? Why don't I get a sponsor and buy you guys a new ring if you get a bigger venue and color it CEO colors, right? So that's something I've been working on. The bag's out. We'll see if that happens. For Dreamland, guys, I am telling you, you heard it here first. You're gonna freak when you see the stage. If you thought CEO Taco stage was crazy, just wait till you see what I have planned and I'm currently working on, which is gonna take 2 months to create. So I'm really excited for that. People are gonna walk in and go, "Holy shit!" That's all I'm gonna say. So you guys are gonna love it.
Okay, well that's a sell. All right, I think that's pretty much it. So CEO Jebailey, where can we find you?
CEO Jebailey, Alex at ceogaming.org if you ever have questions about events. I'm always willing to give out advice. I'll respond as fast as I can. A lot of people ask me advice literally daily on how to grow events, and always here to help. I'm actually going to start a new podcast soon, or my first podcast called the Jebaited podcast. It won't be all about Jebaiting people. I'm a global Twitch emote, by the way. It'll be about helping and doing topics on the FGC, gaming in general, and I'm going to be a lot more, now that I have the time, be a lot more open with everybody, transparent, because my transparency is what got me to this point, and I'm not going to change how I do business and how I promote because it's been working. So if anybody can learn from me, it's just, if you're passionate about something, man, you can accomplish anything. If you have the right people in your life, man, you can do even better things. So just keep networking, get out there, and yeah, I'll hopefully see you at Dreamland on April 14th to 16th at the Orlando Wyndham Resort.
All right. Well, I guess I'll learn a little bit from you as well. So for everyone watching this video, like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you found this on, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and that's it. We'll see you next time.